That's a really good question, and it's different for every player. When I was playing the Ford Trucks event in Boca, it was a 40-goal game, and Eduardo Hagi and I got talking about it, and he said for him, he can't look at the target because then he won't hit the ball well. And so here's a 10-goal player that felt like he more or less knows where the goal is. He's better just to look at the ball, make sure he hits it well, and hope that it goes to its target, because if he looks a lot at the target, he says he doesn't have time to hit the ball well. At that point, I was very different in that I wanted to be really precise about the target, and then when I look down at the ball, you keep that idea in your mind's eye, and you have trust in that you know where you're sending this thing. You still might miss-hit it, but if I looked at that specific target, then looked at my ball, and the next step would be trying to see a divot on the ball or a smudge on the ball, which usually I could only do when I was stick and balling, not actually in the game, but I still think the exercise is a good one. Recently, I've come to not overdo the target and say, okay, he does have a point in some situations, because I know if I'm like trying to find that perfect target and then I'm late to prepare, I'm worse off than if I don't even know where that is, but I'm fully prepared. So I think that that comes with each individual player. And I know for me, when we're on, the horses are going well, we're playing well, we're ready, it creates time. It's like any sport. You feel like you have more time. Danielle Gonzalez said that the player's handicap is directly proportional to how much time they give themselves on the ball. And it's a subtle thing, but you look at a player that's on the top of their game, at the top of the sport, and they always look like they have time to make a clean play. So the challenge is taking all the things away that you can as early as you can to have time when you go to execute your play. And that means having a horse that can rate perfectly, so that the moment you check, you can create 6 inches more of space because they can't check with you. Or you've already know who's behind you and you know there's no risk of getting hooked, so there's no rush here because your teammate has the next player. Or you've already decided that if you win this bump and arrive at the ball, you're going to hit first time at the goal because you think your number one is going to be front side. It's why polo's so challenging, so difficult, but also so rewarding when it goes well, is that there's just hundreds of things that are spinning through your head as you're approaching a play. Or maybe hundreds is exaggeration, but there's many things, and the key is to sort of get through those so that you can be calm with the ball. And if you can't get through those, then it's just to be calm and hit the ball well first time. And that's another thing that with the training program that Owen and Julio and I have been doing this spring in Aiken, that we found ourselves saying to a lot of the beginner players, there's a tendency to arrive to the ball, not know what's going on, and tap the ball in order to be able to look up and see what's going on. And when you're playing in better polo, it's almost the opposite. You should, if you don't know what's going on, probably hit it first time in the direction your team's trying to score a goal, or back it away from your goal, and then worry about, all right, I need to be more cognizant of what's going on around me next time I arrive at the ball, because 9 times out of 10, when one takes a tap forward to figure things out, the defensive player that was marking you has a great opportunity to pinch you and win that ball. Getting off subject a little bit, but
it's all right, I love it.
Yeah.